Proverb of the day, all good things must come to an end. Remember that. Welcome to the 365 vlog. Let's go. So hello people, today is October 28th, 2016, day 303 of the 365 vlog, and I'm gonna talk about some abstract shit. So this idea came in my head the other day, and I was thinking about the thought of me being one iteration that will keep going on, or the continuation of an iteration. Now some of you may be like, oh, there goes Vandal talking about all this weird abstract shit, but listen to me for a second. So like, one of the things I was thinking about is that when you're born, certain genes and traits are passed down to you, and they're, in a sense, some of the better parts and some of the worst parts. And each time that a child is born, like in a line, those traits get passed on, and because of, I guess, if you believe in this, natural selection, eventually some of the bad ones will be weeded out for the better ones that increase survival and whatnot. Somewhere along Darwinism, look it up. And it just hit me, like, I don't have a kid yet, but I guess working with kids, the thought just pops up in your head. But it's like, when I have a child, or if I ever have a child, one of the interesting things that will be is that that child will be an iteration of me and whomever I choose to have a child with, and those two, like, our qualities will come together and go into our child, and they will take the good parts and the bad parts, and then there will be parts that are just native to them, and that will keep going. And then if they have a child, that will go on into them, into them, into them, and the iteration will go down until one, like, singularity or whatever you want to call it. Like, it'll just keep going down infinitely, supposing that each kid has another kid. And what's interesting is to see, like, those changes over time, how they affect each generation, like whether or not the earth will be here in like 30 years or whatever, but like how each iteration changes because of life. Like, how do the decisions I make now affect like my like grandson to the 10th power or something kind of thing? Like, how does that all work out? I wonder those things, because it's a very interesting thought that, like, let's say in a perfect world that I had all these traits and I could take out all the bad ones out of me and then take out all the ones that are quote unquote bad from my significant other and then fuse them. You would fuse them. I've been watching too much TV. What would you get? Would you get like a perfect version of yourself? Like, if you took out all those qualities, because technology is advanced and you're able to pick and choose what you get. I mean, people even do that now before they have their kids. They look at like what pre-existing conditions they have and try to like make sure they don't mate with someone, that sounds so primal, have a baby with someone that may produce those bad traits, like having high blood pressure or something like that. But there are things that are more significant to that. And you may ask, why am I thinking about all of this since I'm not even having a kid? I think it goes back to what I said earlier, is like each decision that I make now, like whether or not I work out, whether or not I play video games, or I do this and that and the third, how that will be passed on to my child, or the child that I have with someone else. And I think that's why I want to be the best at whatever I do, because I want that bestness, I guess, deep down inside to me to be passed on partially. That's part of why I want to be the best, outside of it being for my own selfish reasons. I want that to be passed down because I want my child to be better than me, and then so on and so forth, and then infinity singularity type thing. So I guess thinking about it in this mode is another way to, I guess, motivate me to not pick up bad habits and try to pick up better ones, so that I can at least instill them in my child and whatever else they may pick up along the way, because they're their own person at the end of the day. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking way too much about like a very insignificant subject that does not matter to me right now in my life, because one, I'm not ready to have kids. Two, I still got a lot of shit left to do, and I got a lot of growing up to do. That's three. So yeah, ain't no time for kids yet, but it's a very interesting thought nonetheless. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today, guys. And if you made it to the end of this video and understood anything I said, and even if you didn't, hit the like button and subscribe for more of these weird abstract ass videos. So what do you guys think? Do you think about what you're gonna pass down to your kids? Is it active in your mind? Has this thought ever crossed your mind? Put it in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But yeah, guys, I'm Vandal, don't forget to keep it 365, and I'll talk to you next time with another video. Peace, boy. Even though I feel like a ghost, I definitely feel welcome working here. Everyone's very nice. I'm starting to understand the staff and the intricacies of how things work, because it's a very tough environment and things change, and learning how communication works